Hi, my name is Mary Jane, and today I'm attempting to make a paper bag princess costume for a toddler. So we'll see how this goes. I did make one yesterday, but it has since been ruined. So maybe that's top tip number one for toddler costume: make a backup. So here is an illustration from the book. This is the Toddler word book, but it has the same pictures. So it's good to use as a reference for the costume. Okay. So I'm using these big Home Depot bags. I just think that they stand up better to toddlers because they have two layers. So they've got two layers of brown paper, and that's really nice just for a little bit of durability. But yeah, if you have a really small toddler, I think like a regular paper bag from the bakery would be totally fine. But I got these, so I'm going to use them. So you can see this part is the part that Princess Elizabeth has this little dip at the part at the front of hers. I don't think it really matters. What she doesn't have is like the Home Depot written on it. So how I'm gonna deal with that is I'm gonna turn it inside out, which is actually not as hard as it sounds. You know, before I started like examining the book, I thought, okay, I'm just gonna take a paper bag and cut a hole in the top and 2 holes for arms, it'll be fine. But hers isn't really quite like that. She has kind of a round, like crew or scoop neck here, and then two armholes. But she doesn't have like the bottom of the bag, the big square bottom. That doesn't actually look like what she's got going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the bottom, which is great because I wanted to do that anyway because I felt like my toddler was gonna look like a robot, more like a robot than like Princess Elizabeth. So let's take the bottom off first. So my toddler is not very tall, so I think I can take it back probably to about here, but I'm always scared to cut things, so I'll leave as much length as I can for now. Okay, so I have a nice new recyclable bin. Okay, so put this aside. Yes. So this is kind of the fun part, just kind of turn this inside out. I had to put Paw Patrol on to turn it inside out. So it was nice today. It's very quiet around here. Okay, so now we have a nice big square that's almost like fabric now to work with. I'm not gonna bother to like take in, I'm just gonna keep it a rectangle. I'm not gonna get fancy with, you know, really treating it like fabric. But one thing that I realized I do not have is a stapler, which is something that's very important. Okay, back with stapler. So this will be the front of her dress. I'm just gonna wear it over this because it's Canada and it's always extremely cold. So I don't want it to be too low. So yeah, probably like that, I think. So yeah, because this sweater is long on her. So, and it's always like, it's, once you've got the kind of raw frame, it's easy to kind of adjust it as long as you've gone on the conservative end of cutting things. Okay, so I'm going to, because I don't want this fold, I'm just gonna get rid of it and call that good. And then I can always make the straps shorter after I get it on her. That will be good compost. Okay, so. Okay. So, I'm gonna mark where her neck is gonna go through her sweater, because I don't want the paper to be all touching her neck. That's no fun. But again, leave more because it's easier to adjust once it's on the kid. So I'm kind of just marking, like, I don't want to touch her sweater because it's white and pretty. But what I'm just doing is marking kind of where her sweater is, because I know she's smaller than the sweater. The sweater definitely is big on her, so. Yeah, and if you like, if these marks bother you, use a pencil or mark it, do the marking before you turn it inside out. I just don't care. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bend back all the seams, because I did turn it inside out because I didn't want the writing on the outside. Just so it fits in a nice square. Here's our dress. Looks great, right? So the side panels obviously are gonna have to come off. If you look at the picture, they're just pretty much gone on the top. So we're gonna take those off, and then we'll cut a little neck, and I'll adjust that later when I have my model to do that. So. So here's the piece that I cut out. Obviously very accurately measured or precisely measured. Okay. You can tell I don't actually sew at all. I do not sew, but I feel like if you fold it in half, and like you can is symmetrical. So now that I know what I'm doing, I suppose you could do this all at once if you trust yourself, but I just kind of don't trust myself to do that. Yeah, her straps look. I hope this turns out. I hope this turns out because I have to take it to her real quick here. So I hope it works. I feel like Princess Elizabeth probably didn't spend a long time on her dress because of the horrible fire. So like I won't get fancy. Okay. Okay, it's getting kind of cute. So now it's starting to look slightly more like a dress. And now what I'm going to do is attach the straps to themselves. And this is why the stapler is important. So, again, I'm not very good with paper crafts, but I do like a stapler. So, I'm just lining these up, like, kind of. Give it a good overlap, and I'm just gonna go ahead and really over staple it, because I don't know how much I'm gonna be cutting them. Also, I think they look pretty. They look like a little detail, a little metallic accessory. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting way too into this. And if you put them long like this, then it's easier to, if you're going to cut some out, it's easier. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, and so her dress is lower in the front than in the back. I don't know. I'm just going to freestyle this. I might just do it the same in the front and the back. I don't know. We'll see. As long as it's not irritating to wear, because that is the worst. I think I'm just going to try to make it slightly bigger than this. Because yeah, I don't want it to be irritating or it will get ripped off. Okay, so there we go. Now you can see it's really big on the sides. So all I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna cut them because like, I don't trust myself to do that. And I think it's gonna be huge on her. It's gonna be hilarious. So what I have just done, or I did with the last one, is staple down the side. And I mean, that seam is not terribly important. You could, if you were like fancy, get real fancy with that. I just don't worry about it. She's a toddler, it's gonna get ripped apart. But yeah, I would like start with half is what I did. So I folded these in halfways, and see now it's a little bit more like dress shaped. And that's pretty easy to do. So again, if I had planned better, I could probably do this more easily before, but all I'm doing is I'm just folding it back on itself. There's a lot of folding involved, I think, from the way that I've made this costume. But then you just staple, and of course, measuring very precisely, not. And then it's smaller. It also kind of looks cute, like it's not quite so severe as the folds themselves. I don't know, gives it some character. Okay. And it is a bit hard to fold the bag because it does have 2 layers of paper. So, and they're not always bonded together really well, so it kind of goes all over the place, but it makes it look more real. I mean, I don't think a paper bag that survived a dragon is going to be pristine. No. Okay. Yeah, so if you put the bag on and it's just way too wide, yeah, I would just keep going in from the sides, and yeah, you don't even have to cut it. I suppose you could cut it when you were finished if you didn't want that kind of extra weight and bulk, but I feel like it'll be a bit of a windbreaker. It's not that cold right now. Well, it was 1 degree this morning. That's like freezing, just about it freezing. I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit. But yeah, it's gonna be close to freezing tonight, if not freezing. So there's gonna be a lot of layers going on. That's why I don't wanna make it too small. Okay. Beauty. So there is the dress. Yeah, so once I get it on her, I'll make some alterations, but like, it's pretty close. I don't know, I think it's pretty close. Okay, so that's that. There's the dress. So the crown did not get destroyed yesterday, but it also did not get finished. So this is just a yogurt container, just like one of the Toddler, but normal size ones. In Canada, they're 650 grams. I have no idea what they are in, would they be in ounces? I don't know. Here's the yogurt container yesterday. I just used a Sharpie. Yeah, so this is just a regular yogurt can. I just cut, I think, 7 points on. I just eyeballed it. A good picture in the book of her crown is the one at the very beginning, because you can see what it looked like before it got burnt. And yeah, it's just very simple. It's got a band around the bottom and some pointy, super tall pointy bits, and then little things on the end. I was going to take these stickers that my daughter has put all over the island, and put them like on here, like this. Maybe I will, actually. I wasn't going to. If I was going to, then I was like, it's too much effort. But I thought they would just make it look a little bit funnier, because she does have little tips on her crown. And you could take, what I thought would be pretty is if you had a rope, like you could even be like a pipe cleaner, and wrapped it around the bottom to make a band. I'm not gonna get that fancy. So I'm going to repurpose these stickers off of my island They have been here for too long. Got a lemon, bananas. I'll leave the sloths because there's a sloth skateboarding. There's an astronaut sloth. Like, how could I take that off? Okay, the planet. Oh, I think the planet ones will be good. Yeah, I think so. I don't have nails, so. I don't have fancy nails. I have unfancy nails. I have the nails of somebody who does not know how to paint their own nails. Okay, so because I'm taking these off the counter, not all of them are sticking, but the spray paint will kind of hold them on, I think. What's the worst happen? They fall off. Okay. So now that I have tiny pieces of pizza and other various stickers on this crown, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother to put a band around it. Time for the spray paint. Okay, outside and painting shirt. Okay, so I'm gonna come back and kind of bend it up a little bit and then give it another coat once it's dry. Okay, so we've got the sweater for under it, and I'll just find a few layers for under this too because it's gonna be cold. I think that these little toddler Uggs are gonna be super cute. For footwear, of course, Princess Elizabeth has bare feet, which is crazy, but I think that they look cute. I think they're almost the same color. We will get a couple layers for the legs, and the one thing left to do is I've got to do another coat on the crown, and then we got to get it ready to stick in her hair. So that will be fun. So we tried a few things, but what worked the best was cutting 2 holes in the side of the crown and threading a hairband through, and then just putting hair clips inside of the crown. So we're ready to get dressed. I found these super cute Carhartt overalls that are going to be perfect under it, and just a few more layers.
Just make hot chocolate with that.